Alright, we're gonna do one more brawl. This is a Song of Ice and Fire. It's a little play on Game of Thrones, but it's a mage deck that only uses ice and fire, so it's pretty self-explanatory, I guess. We're going to be using Fireball Ice Block to lock down the win. I'm going to gamble with 3 fireballs. Usually I like to have 2 ice blocks in hand in case I get into trouble later. But I don't know what he's going to play, so I feel like we should be alright. Alright, so gain 1 in charge. So we're just going to go face. We don't need to take out his minions. Once we get ice block in place, it's not going to matter, no matter how much he has on board. The only issue we're going to run into, and I've only lost with this deck twice, the only issue we're going to run into, you'll see if you pay attention to my board right now, the only problem is if we don't get an ice block in hand. So now, yeah, we got an ice block, so once he triggers this ice block, next turn we'll be able to ice block again. I probably should have been smarter and went ahead and mulliganed for an ice block, but I didn't. Alright, so we have another ice block. So we're good for at least another round or so. Now, like I said, you might be better off starting out with multiple ice blocks in hand, because it really depends on what you draw. So if you have 2 in hand, you're probably going to be better off. So this is mana 6, so we can go ahead and start damaging him again. Now we just have to keep the ice block in place. So if we don't draw an ice block, we're pretty much out of luck. We got one more. Now, as long as we keep our ice block, we're fine. Yeah, I think it's smarter to probably start off with 2 ice blocks, because you really never know what kind of situation you're going to get into. And if you have 1 ice block in hand, you're going to be much better off than if you have 1 extra in hand, I mean. Oh, we forgot to shield up, which isn't necessarily detrimental, but it can definitely help. Alright, so there we go. So we won that time. Like I said, it might be best to keep 2 of the ice blocks in hand, just in case. Like in that situation, as you saw, I could have really got messed up. He could have kept his board presence, but I could have not drawn another ice block, and then that would have really sucked for me. So it's a pretty good deck. I haven't really lost with it, like I said. I think I've lost twice with it. I lost once against a mech warper because I wasn't able to get another ice block, and that was really my own misplay. Alright, so we're gonna keep this hand. We're not gonna risk it like we did last time. And we're going first, so that's also a little bit of a disadvantage because we don't get the coin to coin out.
You shall not
Okay, so this is perfect. We know his original minion's not going to have any kind of damage. He's going to probably play a couple of these and then buff it. But it doesn't matter. He's already lost. It's fine if we take damage. Okay, so yeah, he's going to Arcane Missile him and block his face, which theoretically sounds like a good idea. But he's really blowing his load right now, and he doesn't know that we're just literally sitting on nothing but ice blocks. So he's already lost. He just doesn't know it yet. Go ahead and give him a little bit of a well played, because he's going to lose and be sad in a minute. So now we have our game going, and we don't even actually need this many ice blocks. Like, can you imagine? He can't put pressure on. Although it might take us forever to actually win if we just stick with ice blocks. I can ping him down. He can't do anything. I'm assuming he's only got one Arcane Missile in hand. I'm curious why he's not throwing out his other taunts. There's no real point in keeping those in his hand. I mean, if he's got the mana, just get them out of your hand, I guess. Well, how much did they cost? For only one mana, yeah, he could have played them last turn, but maybe for some reason he wants them in hand. Oh, now we're going to get down and chipping each other down. I think I'll play another one after this just to show, like, the versatility of the deck. It can pretty much handle anything. I've won, I don't even know how many, I've won a ton of different matchups with this.
You shall not pass. You shall not pass. You shall not pass. You shall not pass.
Well played.
You shall not pass. Well played.
Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and do one more. We'll do 3 matches without any breaks, just to kind of show how good the deck is. I'm probably going to edit out some of the like long wait times just so you don't have to sit there and be annoyed waiting. I don't know, maybe, we'll see. Maybe I'll leave it. You can watch the time in the corner just to show that I'm not jumping ahead in time and really just editing together 3 videos that are random. I'll just upload it with no cuts. How about that? It'll be a little long, but I think that'll be the best. That way you can see just how strong the deck is. We're going to keep this deck. This is beautiful. We got Ice Block, Fireball, Fireball, and we get to go second, so we can see what he's playing. That way I can know if I need to Ice Block immediately. So he's going to Innervate and Cold Light Oracle, which is fine. We got him anyway. We got enough Ice Blocks that Fatigue's not going to do anything to us. We don't want to burn anything, so we do have to be careful of that. But ultimately he's going to force himself out of cards too. So it's not necessarily the worst, but it's a little bit annoying up front. See, we're drawing a lot of Ice Blocks, which is fine. So we're going to burn some Ice Blocks and a Fireball, which, like I said, is fine. We have all of these Ice Blocks in hand, so as we start going into Fatigue, he's going to start taking damage and we're not. Oh no, this makes, yeah, each player, okay. Mulch is a much better deck for this, if you want to play that. You can innervate and mulch. I feel like that's a much better, or I mean not innervate mulch, Cold Light Oracle mulch. It's a much better, we get rid of 2 cards. It's a much better play. And see, now he did a pretty good bit of milling to us, but we still got 10 cards. He's got 10 cards and his board's full. He can't do anything else. He can't mill me anymore. He can't kill his Cold Light Oracles, so he can't force me to draw more. Now if he had mulch, he can mulch his own minions and force me to draw, which is much worse. But this is kind of like the mill 1.0. It's not the stronger deck.
Rise against you.
So we're gonna just go ahead and ping because we don't have a fireball yet. Now that deck that he's playing is decent against other people's decks that may not be able to handle the burst that he has on board right now, but we can. This would be an interesting lineup because we're both going to go into fatigue. I only have 3 ice blocks, so I just need to be able to get to later mana. But he can't mill me anymore. Next turn we got ice block ping, and then the following turn we can start using our fireballs. Now we did burn out a lot of my ice blocks, so there's a possibility that I'm going to run out. I don't know. It's a little bit worrisome because we do only have 8 cards though. He got a pretty good amount of his his innervates, which helped a lot on his turn. Alright, so we might be in trouble. We have plenty of fireballs to deal with him, but we don't have any ice blocks. So maybe we will lose one. It's fine if we do. I'd like to go up against this hand again just to show you that, interesting, he didn't trigger my ice block. Which was such a mistake. He might have left. Oh no, he didn't. Giving me that one extra turn with ice block might have helped us a ton. Yeah, this is going to be close because we only got 4 cards left. And assumably not all 4 of those are going to be ice blocks. So we're probably going to lose this one, but we'll be positive and see. The minute we don't draw an ice block, we're probably going to lose.
My hand is too full.
So he's got 15. We got 6. We might be able to beat him. So we got Ice Block, Fireball, Ping. So he's at 9 next turn. We got 12, so we win.
Well played. I'm almost out of cards.
Alright, so anyway, that's kind of how this deck works. You can see that it's pretty good. We almost got into a little bit of trouble there, but we were able to pull it out. Anyway, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share. As always, thank you very much for watching. Bye.